Hello and welcome to Karateka for the Commodore 64. A game which name I have heard pronounced differently, but the word karate doesn't change because you put anything behind it. A karateka is basically a practitioner of karate who's made it his way of life. As you've probably gathered from the introduction, the evil warlord Akuma has taken, stolen, kidnapped, whatever, Princess Mariko, and it is your job, task, daunting prospect to go and rescue her. In order to do that, you use your martial arts prowess, or in my case, a lack of same, in order to try and defeat the warlord's henchmen and progress into his castle, eventually facing the warlord himself in the final showdown. You move from left to right until you enter the next stage, scene, whatever you would call it, and in the case you can see the warlord is sending all of his guards to try to stop you, and until you have entered the castle itself, these guards will keep running towards you in what looks a bit like a scene from a romantic comedy, but there's nothing overly comedic about this game. It said in the introduction that it's an adaptation from another system, and I don't know what system that is. I could hazard a guess and say Apple II perhaps, I don't know. Regardless, considering the age of this game and what time it came out on the Commodore 64, it is definitely a great looking game. I wouldn't necessarily call it a masterpiece, but it's flirting with the word masterpiece. The relatively simplistic nature of the fighting itself, having practiced karate some years ago, I would argue that most of the fighting moves looks like something from a training session. But all that aside, I have always seen this game as someone who wanted to tell a story and needed some gameplay to wrap around it, and decided on martial arts. This game would probably been the same if you'd been fighting with swords instead. The type of game though, and the overall animation quality, is something very, very unique. I'm not going to in any way, shape or form knock the Commodore 64. Anyone who knows me or have watched my videos will know that I have the greatest respect for all the systems that I upload videos from, whatever, yeah. I'm giving you multiple options in this video. It is just when you have seen what the different systems can do, that is where I start knocking games that are ridiculously crap, because it is disgracing the system they were made for. Karateka is definitely not one of those games. It is, even to this day, a very highly polished and high quality game. And I've deliberately kept this video relatively short because the game is, once you master it, relatively short. And one of the reasons why I make these videos is to perhaps inspire people to pick up some of these games themselves and give them a go. And for that purpose, I deliberately leave certain game videos relatively short, either because they're not worth spending more time on, or to give any potential players of these games something to do themselves. I have to give a lot of credit and respect to the game designers and of course programmers and other ancillary staff used for making games, because this is definitely a passion project. You can tell that whoever made this game had a love for producing a game of very, very high quality. It may be a bit simplistic, but you cannot deny that the overall quality is quite high. And of course, another game which I'm going to be uploading a video of after this, you can definitely tell that this game was the beginning stage of that other game. And it was a bird. Ah well. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to say thanks for watching, take care, and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.